Hello everyone, welcome back to Real Literature and Random Videos channel. In today's video, I'll read the entire answer of Elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray. So if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel. And okay, let's begin with introduction. Elegy written in a country churchyard is a famous poem written by Thomas Gray. It was published in 1751. The poem reflects on the lives of ordinary people buried in a rural churchyard and contemplates the universal theme of mortality and the passage of time. Universal themes of mortality and the passage of time. Gray reflects on the unfulfilled potential of these individuals and explores the idea that greatness can be found in the most unexpected places. The poem is known for its evocative language, vivid imagery, and its deep exploration of the human condition. Elegy written in a country churchyard is a famous poem by Thomas Gray from the Restoration period. Usually an elegy is a sad poem about someone who has died, but Gray's elegy is a bit different. Instead of mourning one person, he talks about how death is something we all face and how it can feel empty. At the beginning, the poem talks about death without much emotion, like someone who accepted. However, at the end, Gray writes a message for his own gravestone, and it shows that he is scared of death. The speaker starts the poem by saying he is in a churchyard where a bell is ringing to mark the end of the day. He uses this bell as a symbol for life and death. He talks about what he sees around him, like the sun going down, the churchyard, the church covered in ivy, and an owl making noise. Then he talks about the graveyard he's in. He mentions the people buried there who were probably just regular folks from the village. They are gone, and nothing can make them up, not even a rooster crowing in the morning, or birds singing, or the fresh morning air. The speaker also feels sad that those in the graveyard won't experience life's joy anymore, especially the happiness of family life. The dead villager probably enjoyed farming. He wants that although it sounds like a simple life, no one should mock a good, honest working life as these men once had. No one should mock this man because in death these arbitrary ideas of being wealthy or high-born do not matter. Fancy grave markers will not bring someone back to life, and neither will the honor of being well-born. The speaker is thinking about people buried in unmarked graves at a graveyard. They wonder if these people had lots of passion, or if they could have become important leaders. They also wonder if one of them was a talented iyer player whose music was amazing. The speaker feels sad for the poor villagers because they didn't have the chance to learn much about the world. He uses metaphor to describe their lack of education, that knowledge as a book was never open to them, and that poverty froze their souls. He speaks of those in the graveyard as unsung heroes, comparing them to gems that are never found, or flowers that bloom and never seen. He wonders if some of the residents of the graveyard could have been historically relevant but unable to shine. One could have been a mute Milton, the author of Paradise Lost, or one could have been like John Hampden, a politician who openly opposed the policies of King Charles. Alas, the speaker mourns again that these villagers were poor and unable to make their mark on the world. But because they were poor, they were also innocent. They were not capable of hiding the truth, meaning they were honest with the world. The speaker notes that these people were poor will not even be remembered negatively. They lived far from cities and lived in the quiet. At least their graves are protected by simple grave markers, so people do not discredit their burial places by accident. The speaker begins to wonder about himself in relation to these graveyard inhabitants. Even if these deceased villagers were poor, at least the speaker is elegizing them now. The speaker wonders who will elegize him. Maybe it will be someone like him, a kindred spirit who wandered into the same graveyard. Conclusion. Therefore, at the end, in this own epitaph, the speaker says he passed away without becoming famous or wealthy. However, he was knowledgeable, a scholar, and a poet. Sometimes he felt sad, but he was kind and genuine. So he was rewarded with a friend. He tells people not to search for his other qualities, as he hopes for a good life in heaven with God. I hope you all like this video. If you really like this video, please give thumbs up, like, share and comment. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye bye.